new members of our college community. I would now like to invite Mr. Brennan to the stage for his first Principal's Address.
Reverend brothers, staff, families and friends of the College and the Young Men of Saints, can I also echo my welcome to all of the new staff and the new students that are joining us today, and obviously Year 7 yesterday. I thought what a beautiful way. I've seen Year 7 welcomed in many different schools throughout my career, but I must say that that was definitely the most memorable one that I've seen. And I guess for me it's very much like when we welcome somebody into our home. You have visitors initially over, they don't sneak in a back door. They don't just come in and not be recognised or acknowledged. And so to our Year 7 students this morning, and also particularly to our students in Year 8 to 12, welcome to the family of St Augustine's and welcome to the Marist family. A family that is scattered all over the world and certainly a lot bigger than just Cairns, but at a local level to be a part of the St Augustine's community. It's a very privileged position, one that I'm very excited about, and I hope you are as well. As I mentioned to you last year very briefly when I was here, I don't take for granted the position that I've been honoured to have been given to be a part of your community, or our community. St Augustine's reputation is far and wide, both at a state level, a national level and international level, as a place that is excellent, a place that breeds fine young men, a place that academically does extremely well, a place in the sporting and cultural arenas is also prominent. So its history is very, very much there for all to read. And without doubt it's the best place in Cairns to educate young men. And certainly in this, the 90th year of St Augustine's being open, having opened in 1930, as it was put very, very well by Mr Doherty to Year 12 this morning. We start from today writing chapter 90, which is the 90th year, and obviously it's a time for great celebration. There are only two things that I'd like to share with you this morning, and the first is, remember how you felt walking through the gates this morning. Remember how you felt catching up with your friends, many you have not seen probably since the last day of school last year. It is probably one of the most exciting days in the school calendar, certainly for me as a teacher, and I hope for you as a student. And we all know throughout the course of our year there are going to be times that we are struggling, that's inevitable, at times that we may be feeling lonely, at times that we feel nothing is working for us. But today is a very, very special day, as in day one for this school and this calendar year. Because I can assure you, walking through those gates this morning when you saw your friends, not one student here decided or made a decision or was thinking about how he could ruin everybody else's day. Not one student would be thinking of how much fun it would be to fail every subject. Not one student would think how much he wanted to disappoint his parents by making bad choices. So we've come as a very much a blank canvas. It's a very pure start to the year. There's been no disagreements. There's been no trouble. There's been no missing homework. There's been no late assignments. And so I really encourage and challenge you, when you do have your difficult times through the year, to come back to day one, to come back to the freshness that you feel today. This is for not only the students, but also the staff and the parents that are here with us this morning. To remember the joy and the excitement that you had coming into the school. And again, I would challenge, there would not be one person here who is looking forward to doing the wrong thing, who is going to intentionally fail, who is going to intentionally let people down. So through the course of the year, as you find yourself in situations where you are going to have to make a choice, and the consequences could be the three things that I've just mentioned, try and bottle up the energy, the emotions, the feelings you have this morning, and draw on those at those difficult times. I'd just like to share with you a story, and this is, you'll see the meaning of this as we come to the conclusion, but there was once a very rich man who decided that he was going to spend the next year travelling overseas. He went to his staff, and he went to one of his most trusted staff members, who was a builder, and said to the builder, look, while I'm away for the next 12 months, what I'm going to ask you to do is build me a house I've got a vacant block of land that you're aware of, and I want you to spare no expense. I want the finest of everything in this home, and you have a limitless budget. I just want it to be perfect. Spend whatever you need to spend. The rich man happily travelled overseas and went upon his way. The builder decided to build the house, and obviously he saw a lot of money in the bank. So he decided to build it, and he worked out that by cutting corners, by using cheaper products that still looked very good, he could make quite a bit of money on the side. And so he chose to make that decision. When the rich man came back after 12 months, he saw the house, and he saw it was in all of its brilliance, because the staff member was smart enough to put the exterior looking very sharp, sparing no expense on the things that the rich man could see. The rich man was overwhelmed and absolutely overjoyed with the outcome of this new house. And he said to his trusted staff member and builder, my friend, you have done a magnificent job. My plan for this house was to always give it to you, to thank you for your years of loyal service. Consider this home now a present to you, for you to live with you and your family for the rest of your days. I share that story with you because this house is very much your education. Certainly you have an opportunity to cut corners, to take shortcuts, to only do things at a very minimal level. And the reality is your parents won't know that. Often the staff won't know that. But it's something that you're going to have to live with. So again, what I ask you to do is really take opportunities that are given to you. You're at a school second to none in the area. You're at a school where I'm already amazed with the number of opportunities that I've heard the Year 12 leaders talking about through the course of this year. So I guess the challenge I have for you for this year, when you go and build your house this year, when you go and look at your education, are you going to be somebody who cuts corners, who takes shortcuts, who does the bare minimum, or are you going to build a house that both yourself and importantly your family and the school can be proud of? Have a great year.